Welcome! This is going to be my first video with Farming Simulator 19. Game just came out. I'm ready to try it out. Hoping to make a nice series out of this. It'll be my first one. Let's see here. I'm thinking I want to start from scratch. Essentially the option is your starting capital is very limited and you don't own any land or equipment yet. The economy is tough, prices are low, and gameplay elements are the most realistic setting. So that sounds like exactly what I want to do. Let's click on here. Now we have the option between Ravenport and Felsbrunn. So this is a European style map, while this is an American map. Now, just to stick with it, I live in North America, so why not do Ravenport? Now here, you get to select your character, which is new. I like the Ponzi hat. I'm a forestry guy, so that's for me. Not going to change the hairstyle because you won't be able to see it. I will take the sunglasses off though, keep the vest. And I'm thinking blue shirt. And there we go. So I haven't tried this game out yet. Fairly excited for it. I've played 17 quite a bit in the last little while. And well, I'm really looking forward to see how different the game looks compared to 2017. Let's start her up here. Wow. Alright. You only have enough money to start a small farm. First buy some land, buildings, and the necessary tools. Then sell products and expand your farm. Simple enough. So we don't own any land yet. So we're gonna have to get some of that. But let's just take a look and see what we do have down here. Oh, I see. There's no buildings. It must be where it suggests you to put the buildings. Alright, alright. What we got here? Bunch of junk. Field over here. Potatoes. Ready to be removed. Move the crops. Alright. Must be a water station here. Fill up water tanks. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Cotton field. Looks like some wheat or barley up here. Canola. Alright. Alright, well, let's take a look here. We have €500,000 dollars, alright. $500,000. And if we press X, this is where we can select land. So I actually like this feature because now you can only work in the areas that you own, which gives it an extra touch of realism to the game. For example, if I wanted to do some forestry or put a new field in, I'd have to buy the land before I can do that. I can't just go anywhere and dig the ground up. So let's see, we have a couple options here. We obviously want to look for the cheapest one, and I think Field 14 is going to be the winner at $102,000. Oh yeah, it most definitely is going to be our cheapest option. So it's not too far from the main farm or the shop. and there's a couple sell points nearby. So that might just be our starting field. Now we could also do some contracts. Allow us. So it's a cotton field. And it is ready to be harvested. So obviously we do not have the money to buy this, but we can lease it. Let's do that. Now we'll most definitely take a loss on this because it is a $30,000 piece of equipment. I don't imagine that job at Lowfield will make us that much money, but you never know. Alright, let's start her up. Yeah, there we go. Now we gotta head over to our field, stick to this side of the train tracks. Alright, so we've arrived at the field here. Let's see, we gotta unfold the harvester. Look at that. Then we gotta lower the head. Now let's line ourselves up with a random row here. And let's begin. Oh, that's pretty straightforward. Not the straightest line, but that's alright. Make a turn here. Cut the head of the field off. Just like that. Give her a quick turn. So I've just arrived at the end of the field here, and I'm just taking off the head of the field, so I have lots of room to turn. And come around this way, go past my trail and come back, and then I'll cut back towards where we started. So just coming up on the end of the field here, just finishing the last little bit, and we're not going to get a full bale out of it. We're nowhere near a full bale, so I think we'll just drive the harvester straight to the sell point instead of getting the equipment to pick up the bale and transport it. Missed a couple spots. That's alright. Grab those over there. Here we go. Alright. Now, probably have to take it down to the spinnery, I imagine. So let's head there. Use this way. Take that dirt road under the bridge. Don't imagine this is the best way to get this done, but for us, it's definitely the cheapest option. Now, as you can see down on the bottom where the speedometer is, we got some damage that's been collecting up. That's from using the equipment. And you got your fuel gauge. And I like the new heads-up display all around. I find it looks a lot cleaner, a lot simpler, and it doesn't take up much screen space. So I definitely like that a lot more than the other ones before. Overall, the game looks really good. I'm very impressed by the graphics, how everything feels more alive. The grass is bending, the plants are bending. It just gives it an extra feel of being in the game. So now, we've arrived at the point here. Imagine that back end will drop and then the bale will pop out. So let's stop right here and press Y to unload the unfinished bale. And there we go. So, we took a loss of $36,000 on this job, but that's alright. Well, it's not alright, but I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, so I believe I can return without driving. There we go. So, the next thing that we'll need to do, and it'll be last part of this video, is to cultivate that field. I will not bother plowing it, but we will cultivate. Now, big thing for this will be the horsepower that the equipment needs to be pulled, because we only want to buy one tractor, so we should take a look at the seeders. So basically we'll need a tractor that's at least over 100 horsepower. Now, don't really want one too small. Let's see what we've got in the medium category. Oh, that's a good price there. Little low on power. There is the 6R. It's quite expensive though. I'll leave us with 140,000. And we need we'll go with the 6M for now. It's a little bit cheaper, so we'll put some front weights on it. Road tires. We'll take the regular tires. Now this tractor can be bought with the narrow tires to drive fertilizing equipment over a planted field and minimize the impact. But I think we will just have the regular tires, nothing added to them. And that's by that 120,000, it's not too bad. Now that tractor does have 142 horsepower. So let's see. Best cultivator to get. It'll probably be the Stara. It will also seed, but we don't want that. Let's go. There's also disc harrows that we could take. $5 meters. That would probably be the best. Let's get that. Yes. Alright. There's our new tractor. John Deere 6135M. Let's give her a crank. Oh, that sounds good. Alright, let's hook up to our disc harrow. Let's head to our field. So we're just pulling up on the field here. Just had to stop to move the train. It decided to stop right on the crossing. Very useful. Alright. Let's come through here. And let's line ourselves up. Alright. So, fold it there. Look at that. Alright. And I guess we'll just line ourselves up with the edge of the field and do a trip around. Let's go. So as you can see, the tractor is destroying the crops as it's driving over them. And then the harrow just takes care of the rest. And there we go. So I actually quite like the graphics. Everything looks pretty good. I just wish I could use my steering wheel setup. Not quite used to using a keyboard, and especially not with their new driving enhancements where the wheel doesn't automatically pop back. It kind of, as you can see, it kind of guides itself back. So in terms of content for the channel, I've done a couple videos before with this game called Heroes and Generals. I actually haven't played that game in a very long time, so it's probably changed a lot. I might revisit that. I imagine I'll be doing some more videos on Farming Simulator, but some of my other games I might try them out too. Of course, if you guys got any requests, you can always leave them down in the comments. I'm always willing to see what's going on. Now, one thing I will do once the farm is built up, buy some forestry equipment. That's actually the part that I like the most about these games. I work as a supervisor in the forestry industry, so over the last year I've been able to get a lot of experience in regards to the equipment and strategies on how to efficiently harvest forest areas. And it's become a little bit of a hobby of mine to train on this program and try it out in the real machine. So, like I said, once I have enough money saved up with this farm, we'll be buying a tree harvester. And definitely want to try out the new Komatsu, both the porter and the harvester, and then go from there. So I'm just coming up to the end of the field here. Not quite sure what we're going to plant yet. I'll take a quick look at the prices once I'm finished cultivating here. I want to get a best bang for the buck here. Start making some money quick, especially where we're going to have to most likely lease equipment to transport the product at the end. I'm not sure how much fertilizing we're going to get done. Now, one thing we'll most likely have to do is do a couple contracts where we buy leased equipment just to build up some capital. It'll be fairly slow, but it'll be necessary to get the funds to get our farm going. Alright, and that should be it right there. So let's fold it up. Alright, well, the field is all done. I hope you enjoyed the video. In the next one, we'll seed the field, and then we'll see where we're going to go from there. Maybe do a contract. I imagine a harvesting one or a fertilizing one. And let's get this farm going. So yes, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And I'll be back in the next one.